Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to The Key and another edition of Key by the Numbers. This week's number is going to be 30421. And that's not just a number, it is an administrative guide procedure. And that procedure is observers at the scene of police activity. Now, I know what you're going to say. A lot of people say, well, I know that already. Just remember that thousands and thousands of people follow the Key channel. I'm talking about recruits that are in the academy. How you doing there, recruits? All the way up to lieutenant studying for captain. The second reason why I'm going over this is because it's what's going on right now. Unfortunately, in our city right now, there are protesters and rioters and everyone's sticking their cell phone in your face. So this is a timely procedure to go over. If you know it already, a salud, then it is a review. Okay, so 30421, observers of police activity. Remember that people have a right to record. They have a right to record anywhere that is public or perceived to be a public place. So that includes sidewalks, building lobbies, any place that they have a reasonable expectation that should be public. Okay, so you're not allowed to prevent them from recording. Now, when it comes to department facilities, that's a little bit different. That is a simple 3-step process. And the 3-step process is that you inform the person, hey, you are not allowed to record inside a department facility. I'm going to have to ask you to stop. If they do not stop, you are allowed to eject them. I asked you to stop recording. You're not recording. Now I'm going to have to eject you from the department facility. You must leave. If they don't leave, then you take enforcement action under the trespass statutes, not OGA. This is a common mistake that I don't want you to make. It's not OGA, obstruction of governmental administration statutes. It is the trespass statutes. So they're recording inside a department facility. You tell them, hey, you're not allowed to record. If they don't stop recording, you say, now you have to leave. And if they don't leave, you can take enforcement under the trespass statutes. Okay? So now, what are we not allowed to do as cops? We're not allowed to threaten them that they're going to be arrested. We're not allowed to threaten them with physical harm. We're not allowed to prevent them from recording. Everybody sees this. You have to get control of your emotions. You're not allowed to put your hand up in front of the camera, slap their phone away. You are not allowed to delete or seize images. You can't grab their phone and delete it from their iPhone memory. Absolutely not allowed. You are not allowed to command them or order them to stop recording. They are allowed to record police activity, and you're not allowed to duplicate the recording. You can't make a copy of it for yourself against their will. It has to be by consent or search warrant. Now, when do you make an OGA arrest? Okay, this is a good question, and you're all going to be dealing with this. You're going to be out in the city, and there's riots and protests. So when are you allowed to make an OGA arrest? There has to be actual obstruction of governmental administration, and that means actual physical force. While you're trying to make an arrest, somebody comes in and tries to pull you off the person. There has to be physical interference with the person that you're trying to arrest. You're trying to arrest somebody, they're grabbing their ankle and pulling them away, pulling the person away that you're trying to arrest. That's not allowed. If they're in your physical space, they're not doing anything to you, but their body is in the way of you conducting police business, and they refuse an order to get back. That is obstructing governmental administration. Or if there is passive behavior, right? And this is, they're not doing anything, they're not obstructing you, but they are laying down in front of a prisoner van, so you can't move the van. All of those are obstruction of governmental administration. So even though this might be a review for some of you, it's very important because it's what's going on right now in the city. And I wanted to run through that again to make sure that you're protected. And also remember that refusing to give your name, rank, shield, and all that stuff to anybody that asks is a BCD. That is a BCD, to refuse to